Top 5 Weirdest Facts About Quantum Physics. Number 5. The emptiness of atoms. If your fist was as large as the nucleus of an atom, then the atom would be as big as St. Paul's Cathedral. Atoms are almost 100% empty space. If atoms had no empty space, and all those vast empty cathedrals were compressed into one single bundle of nuclei, it would be the size of a teaspoon of sugar, but weigh about 5 billion tons, about 10 times the weight of all humans currently on Earth. This does happen naturally in the cosmos, with the formation of a neutron star. The superdense mass is left over after a certain kind of supernova sucks the empty atom space away from the nuclei. Number 4. Our missing universe. There are approximately 100 billion galaxies in the cosmos. Each of those galaxies contains between 10 million and 1 trillion stars. Our Sun, a rather small yellow dwarf star, weighs around a billion tons, and most others are much larger. There's a lot of visible matter in the universe, but this only accounts for about 2% of its mass. We know there is more because we can detect its gravity. Despite the huge amount of visible matter, it's nowhere near enough to account for the gravitational pull we can see exerted on other galaxies. The other stuff is called dark matter, and there seems to be around 6 times as much as ordinary matter. To make matters even more confusing, the rest is something else entirely called dark energy, which is necessary to explain the apparent expansion of the universe. Problem is, no one has any idea what dark matter or dark energy really is. Number 3. The speed of light is not constant? The speed of light in a vacuum is always the same, 300,000 kilometers per second. However, light does not always travel through a vacuum. In water, for example, photons travel around 3/4 that speed. The slowest light ever recorded was traveling at 17 meters per second, about 38 miles an hour, through rubidium cooled to almost absolute zero, when it forms a strange state of matter called a Bose-Einstein condensate. Light can also be brought to a complete stop in the same mode. Number 2. Infinite dimensions. According to the current standard model of cosmology, the observable universe containing all the billions of galaxies is just one of an infinite number of universes existing side by side, like soap bubbles in foam. Because they are infinite, every possible history must have played out. But more than that, the number of possible histories is finite, because there have been a finite number of events with a finite number of outcomes. The number is huge, but it is finite. So imagine this current event, right now, where this author writes these words, I read them, and you hear them, must have happened an incomprehensible number of times. There is one universe out there where I was able to do this entire video in one take. Number 1. Quantum entanglement. Scientists now have been able to achieve teleportation of information. It was shown that it's possible to transfer some information between photons. A laser pulse is used to create a quantum state known as entanglement, which essentially lets 2 atoms displace properties from one to the other. The information would travel faster than the speed of light. It would instantaneously displace properties, even if the particles were at separate ends of the universe.